Okay, there we go. We're ready to go again. Let's keep going. Build a workshop ASAP. You don't need generators at this time. On this temp, save your coal for the temp drop. Yeah, that's coming up in a few days. So we want to probably stockpile more coal.
Get back to work.
More coal than just the little bit of extra that we're getting. Coal gain 180, coal consumption 144. So we have a slight surplus, but it's not going to build up by much. And it sounds like at some point we're going to need to consume more temporarily. Look at all these little people. I wish I could zoom in a little bit closer and look closer at them. Just like wading through the snow. Alright, so we got people who are collecting better now. We have the kids collecting. I didn't realize the kids could collect. I kind of assumed that we were more humanitarian than that. But we are not. Everyone must work. If you want a home, you must work. Suddenly we already have 39 wood. How do they already get there and back in like the last 33 minutes? How is that even possible? I mean, I'm not upset, but seriously. Hunters based here hunt every night, venturing beyond the city to track their prey in the frozen wasteland. They provide up to 15 raw food per day. How much? We consumed 32 food. I could probably figure it out if I go here, can't I? Food ration gain is at 0 per day. Food consumption is 80 per day. And the reason for that is that our cookhouse is providing 0? Why is it providing 0? That's weird. It says right here 40 per hour. Oh, do I need the hunter's hut in order to confirm it? We have raw food available though. Like, it should still show that the cookhouse is making food into something else. Alright, so if I don't have workers assigned during the work shift, will they go build? Like, could I pull some people off to get this done? Or is that a bad idea? Should we just build buildings at night? Because if I understood the work shift properly... Alright, hunters leave the city in to hunt in the Frostlands for food. They work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Initially, they bring up to 15 units of raw food from each hunt. Research upgrades to significantly increase this food yield. Use the construction menu at the bottom to build things. They will build, but slowly. The city wakes up at 6. People have some free time until their work shift starts, unless there's construction work to do. So, aren't I optimizing my free time by forcing them to do their normal work and then have them build during the free time? If people can only gather during the work hours, it makes sense to me that we should just not do anything but gather during the work hours, right? Alright, let's get a couple more houses for our people so they hopefully can stop being sick. We're gonna go an extra house. This will give us enough room for 90 people, which might not be necessary, but I have a feeling we're gonna pick up more characters soon, at some point. In fact, we'll add one more as well. We're out of wood. Yeah, I'm aware. We're spending it all. I like how Twitch chat is complaining about the disparities between Fahrenheit and Celsius. $6 per hour. Workers will extract wood. We now have 148 food rations. Now I want to take a closer look at this economy thing. If we consume 80 per day... Regular meals, nothing special, but they're filling. Food storage, 152. So we're good for like 2 days until we need the hunters out there. It looks like, I guess, one cookhouse might actually be enough for the size of the city. Good job, kids. The kids have crafted us some Cheerios or something. I don't know. I like how also these houses hold exactly 10 people. And it's just like, well, you get to live with this person, this person, this person. Well, what happens if someone has like 4 kids and one person has 2 kids and there's like an odd man out? Does the kid just get forced to live with some random family? One cookhouse processes 20 raw food each hour. Alright, now that we have some more stuff and we built the huts, let's see if we can get, well, the hunter's hut's gonna get built automatically at night. What else can we build? We have a cookhouse, we have a hunter's hut. Resources. Resource depot. Extends our storage capacity for a chosen resource. Costs 20 steel, which we only have 20 of. Gathering post. 5 steel. It's probably part of the tutorial. Building here will block place for an important facility not adjacent to street. Don't do it? You don't need them? Well, then what are they for? Why do they exist? Tech, workshop. 15 wood, 5 steel. A lab equipped with everything an engineer needs to develop designs for various buildings, technologies, and improvements. Because apparently in this post-apocalyptic frozen wasteland, we have forgotten technology and how it works. Gathering post close to materials so workers don't get frostbite. But it won't let me build it out there. Yet, anyway. You can make your heating system better. Yeah, the range setting and the overdrive. It's interesting how the cookhouse is not as warm as the workshop. Is that because the cookhouse has the base heating level of 1 versus these which have a base heating level of 2? That might make sense. Just drag a road out there? We don't have roads. People told me there aren't roads. Could not resume production, requires raw food. Alright, so we're out of food. We have 200 raw food rations. Let's get these kids off that job then and send them out into the pits. I'm probably overdoing the wood right now, but I wanted to get all these buildings out and on the next nighttime. Next thing we probably need more of is the an extra coal stockpile for this upcoming temperature drop. We're probably going to need more steel as well. Go forth, my children. Collect. Roads are a thing, though. Oh. See, I can't trust Twitch chat. You guys are mean. There are roads on the bottom of the building screen. What? Build street. Oh. Does building the street take up space? It looks like the street gets built automatically if I build out, but... Okay. So why would one person in chat say that we don't need to build gathering posts, and it seems like the logical thing to do would be to build gathering posts? Streets will be placed between buildings. You don't waste the space. So does the street actually help? It is automatically building a street there. See, if I try to go like this, there's already a street here for some reason. So it looks like if you build in a like from the center out, you do get streets automatically without having to pay the wood cost. It's only if you want to extend in a weird way that you have to spend the wood yourself. You start with some streets. Were those specific streets there? Because when we first started, there were no buildings at all, if I remember correctly. Not even the cookhouse, the workshop. We've queued all these up. We had the stockpile, that's it. So perhaps that was all there. That could be true. You don't get free streets. Makes me sad. Hey, somebody convince me that building a road and a gathering post is a bad idea. I don't see how the math would work out that having a gathering post closer to the supply point would increase the numbers. There's no indication, but I assume that it would work that way. Can they not walk on the terrain if there is no street? Aside from the little path that they have to make? By trudging through the snow? It won't increase the numbers, just decrease the risk of people getting sick. We gather from all resources, just not the specifically assigned ones. Oh. Streets have a maintenance cost. You don't want that early game. They do walk slower through snow. Oh, okay. I think I get it now. So, the actual, like, income as far as resources per day, I was surprised at the beginning of this day how we were gaining wood even though it was like 9:30 in the morning. We just instantly started gaining wood, even though they clearly hadn't made it to the site. But if I'm reading you guys correctly, the work shift has ended, it's cold out, and they're walking slowly through the snow back in, and they're far away, and the temperature's presumably cold out here. So the street would allow them to, like, walk home faster when they're done with their job and not get colder? Is that maybe what it means? That could make sense to me. What is the maintenance cost of roads? You say there's a maintenance cost for roads. I'm not seeing a maintenance cost for the roads we started with. That'd be under steel and wood management. Wood gain per day. There's no, like, wood cost per day. There's no maintenance. Oh, stop saying things that aren't true then. If someone says that streets have a maintenance cost, I'm gonna try to believe it, because... Alright, let's just do what logically makes sense to me then. If roads have a one-time cost, then I'm gonna build roads. At least to connect to these paths that they're going on, because it just makes sense, right? I don't know. Let's just try filling in some. We got a lot of wood today, so might as well. Bum. The figures are not real. Focus on units per hour. You mean the little characters that all have individual names and appear to, like, have illnesses and background stories and everything? Biggest concern, everything is fine. He's very concerned about how everything is fine. He's alone in this world. He's very sad. Don't build the circles, though. People from our convoy. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue people we left behind, build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. We'll need a workshop to design plans for advanced buildings. Alright, so hope is going up, because we've fulfilled a main objective. However, we have a controversial law. Temporary modifiers. So... the controversial law isn't a permanent modifier on hope. Discontent, lack of shelter. You shouldn't be... oh, you are still homeless because you're not done building the buildings. Got it. But they should build them soon. And the hunter's hut is now complete, but they hunt at night, and they should... working hours are from 1800 to 6 a.m., so they need to, like, go now. Send the children! We can send the children out at night, right? I feel like we should be allowed to do that. That'd be hilarious. Let's stop gathering so much wood. And sorry, workers, but you guys get to work a double. You who are just gathering wood all day, go hunt. Go forth. And the kids that I sent off to here, that we're working on coal, my little coal mining children, they now get to go back and work in the cookhouse, which should theoretically have some available stuff tomorrow. Okay, build a gathering post, get more people, and send them out hunting. Alright, so if we have, wait, what does this say? 53%. Base efficiency. Current efficiency, 53%. Absent, 7 out of 15. Reasons, building, going to eat. Efficiency breakdown, 1 employee delivers, 7%. So if we're only bringing in 15 raw food a day, and the cookhouse will produce 4 food rations from 2 raw food per hour, we really don't need to have that many kids working there, do we? Twitch chat, you're so evil. I have one person saying, don't build gathering posts, you don't need them. And then I have another person saying, gathering posts are essential. They're a must. You guys are you're just killing me here. We must play efficiently. It's very important. Alright, our next main objective is to build a beacon and rescue survivors of the Lost Expedition up to 20. Is there a indicator for housing? Yes. Everyone's comfortable. Vacant beds, 0. But I did queue up at least, I think, 2 extra buildings, if not, maybe only 1. Yes, we have 10 vacant beds. They want me to rescue 20 people. We're gonna have 20 beds available, which is perfect. No one's gonna go homeless, not even for 1 night, because we're awesome. Workshop is complete now as well. As far as workers, they work from 8 a.m. to 1800. And, add new research. Oh, cool. So we not only have the laws interface, we also have this. Heaters. Drawing boards. Allows us to research Tier 1 technologies. Steam hub. Allows us to build steam hubs. When powered by the generator, these contraptions generate or create additional smaller heat zones around them. Each active steam hub consumes 3 coal per hour. Takes 20 steel to build a steam hub. And then heaters. Allows us to use heaters to heat workplaces during working hours. Each heater raises a workplace's temperature by 1 level and consumes 1 coal per hour when running. Interesting. Okay. 7 hours to research heaters. Generator power upgrade, generator range upgrade. Honestly, heaters don't sound like we really need those yet, because the only buildings that are not, like, super hot is the cookhouse. I would like to put a heater in the cookhouse. But we don't need to put a heater in the cookhouse if we just upgrade the generator and have its range higher. Right? Does that make sense logically? Oh, there's more research tabs. Jeez. Okay, where is there like a shortcut to the research screen? Of course. Use the workshop to develop new buildings and improvements. You can boost research speed by building several workshops. 1 workshop is 100%. 2 workshops gives us 130. So it's a huge... Goes plus 30, plus 20, plus 10. Not really worth it, I think, in general, to even go beyond 1. As far as cost effectiveness. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 2 is reasonable. Research is grouped into tiers. You have to research a tier upgrade before you can start researching technology in that tier. That thing over there, got it. Workforce. Some buildings, such as the medical post or workshop, require intense manual or mental labor from the people employed there, and as such, can only be affected or staffed by engineers. Workers provide manual labor. Children can't be employed at all initially. Okay, got it. Yeah, you guys kind of walked me through that already. 10 workshops is perfect. Just make 10. Okay. Thanks for that, Twitch chat. Appreciate it. You don't have to have, or you won't be able to have, all the buildings uncomfortable. Well, I'm not going to have the only building in our entire, like, city be the one where the kids work, okay? Think of the children, man. Research tabs, right. How do I pull up the research screen without clicking on a workshop? Can I not do that? There's no keyboard shortcut for the research screen? I feel like there should be. I feel like there should be like a big button down here for research. Oh, you need to assign some engineers and that'll open up the screen. Got it. Well, let's find wherever I put the engineers. Engineers are the ones with a little gear around them. We put them up here, some of them. Let's pull 5 of those engineers off and stick them into here. Steam cores, steel, wood. So drawing board is just going to take us 8 hours and apparently 50 wood to allow us to research some of this other stuff. Generator power and generator range. Bum 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 bum. Just need to build a beacon. Medical post, food. Resource depot, workshop. Top tabs, more research. Damn it, I keep forgetting that that's why I'm even looking in there. Abort. You'll lose all research progress. That's fine, they didn't do any of it. Ah, yes, okay, so there are tabs. Heating, exploration and industry, resources, food and health. That's why we don't have a beacon. Allows us to build the beacon. So it'll take 7 hours to build the beacon. Resources, faster gathering. Employing better tools and methods, people gather resources from coal piles, wood, crates, and steel wreckage. Will work 15% faster, whether using gathering posts or not. Not a huge clear indicator still yet on the gathering post situation, but... Coal Thumper allows us to build coal thumpers. By pumping pressurized water into underground coal deposits, the coal thumper washes the precious resource to the surface, forming a pile of 560 coal per standard workday, enough for 2 gathering posts. Allows us to build sawmills, steelworks. Hunter's gear. Thanks to better snowshoes and enhanced camouflage, hunters setting out from the hunter's hut will remain or return with more raw food from each hunt, up to 20 raw food per hunt. And that's up from 15, right? Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like more workers means more everything, so the beacon seems the most appealing to me, actually, because more people, we could do more jobs. So let's go for the beacon. 7 hours. It'll cost 20 wood and 35 steel, so let's start to plan for that by getting more people on steel, so that by the end of tomorrow's workday, we can hopefully start building the beacon at night. So we'll need to collect 35 steel, or we'll need to collect 20 steel-ish, which is probably going to be hard to do, considering that we only gathered like 1 yesterday, on day 1. How fast can we actually collect steel? I might be being too ambitious here. There's only 49 steel here. Wow. From where can we pull people then? I mean, we could pull some more off wood. I don't think we can afford to pull people off coal, because we want to stockpile for that cold day. Even though we don't have the technology. No, we don't need to stockpile for the cold day because we don't have any ability to like ramp up the generator. So let's go into the menu. Take a look at coal. We can stop collecting quite as much coal. We don't even need to stockpile coal. We should probably just collect a little bit less than we need, actually. Consume that stockpile. Coal, lumber, steel in that order. The generator has overdrive? Can we already turn overdrive on? Oh, we can. Temperature in all heat zones goes up by 1, but the generator stress level rises by a little bit as well. It doesn't even say that the overdrive costs more fuel per time. Huh. I actually feel like the music is too quiet now. It was really loud in the opening menu, and now I can barely hear it. We can pass a book of law in 14 minutes. Sorry, yeah, the Book of Laws can be adjusted in 14 minutes. Doesn't cost more fuel, just the game is going to complain about stress or something. So our kids are allowed to work in places. I mean, having them work in safe jobs is probably not that important. I thought, the reason I did this first is I thought that they couldn't do anything unless I passed this law. If I had known that we could just use them for gathering, I would have had them gather. It'd just be our basic gatherers. Child labor, all jobs. We need all available hands. Hope will fall. Yeah, how about no? Why is this one not available? That one's grayed out. Why is it grayed out? They can't even gather without child laws? Oh, so that is true. Are you sure? It says right here. Will allow children to be employed in safe workplaces like cookhouses or hothouses. Damn. It should say safe workplaces like cookhouses or gathering. Emergency shift. Fighting arena. Food additives or soup. We can cook soup instead of full meals to feed more people. Hope will fall, discontent rises, but eating soup will cause discontent. We don't want that. I want people to be happy. These both sound bad. I don't like the idea of amputees either. Cure house. Cemetery. There's not like tabs on this one as well, right? I guess sustain life maybe makes the most sense. We should pass something, right? Go for radical treatment. You can build prosthetics. We have no people who are gravely ill yet anyway. Yeah. Thanks for the vote of support there. You will have those who are gravely ill. Alright, fine. Radical treatment it is. If that's what you guys want, we'll try it.
New law. A new law has passed.
Alright, I want to go back to trying to decide about this steel thing. Alright, my workers. Where are my workers at? We have a whole day worth of food rations. Let's just have the kids not work here for now. They're gonna go collect steel. That's 1.3 per hour. Will it instantaneously update the economy? I hope. That's gonna give us 13 steel, and I need at least 19 actually to get the steel up to an amount where I can build the gathering beacon after tomorrow. They need like nearly a whole work day. So I'm gonna gather a couple more people who are on coal. And now we're at 26 per day. That's a little bit more than we need, but I'm okay with that. Gathering posts will allow you to be more efficient with workers. Top left in economy tab shows graph plus forecast. That's cool. So we're gonna run a little bit low on coal, but that's fine because we have a stockpile. And I'm trying to get the seal out tomorrow. I'm assuming that they built those roads overnight, right? Yeah, they did. Including the one that I tried putting out there. And, I'm not 100% sure if this actually does much on its own, but it will allow us to build a gathering post, right? Which is another 5 steel, but we have a tiny bit of spare. People working here gather resources from nearby coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage. But what does that mean? I mean, they just automatically gather it? Are they going to gather from all 3 and I just employ, like, some people to work there? Let's do this. Let's try it. We're gonna try it. I don't know. Go out there. It's cold, but go do it anyway. You'll be fine. Trust me. Just trust me, guys. Go out there and work.